Hi, everybody. Ted Rasmussen from Connecticut, from the Connecticut Sangha. So let's see, I think it's my turn, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So anyway, first I'd like to say that, just a little bit of context. I've just finished the 4th year, and I really appreciate doing the Dharma Festival, formerly Dharma Combat, because it really provides the very last couple of our classes got ended by coronavirus, and this allows us, and me especially, just speaking for myself, to feel like we have some completion for the end of 4 years of study. So I contemplated what topic to bring up, and I'd invite inquiry into it from me. But surprisingly enough, after some thinking, I decided that I wanted to talk about no attainment. So thank you, Jeff, and everybody for introducing my topic. And it's really funny, it kind of activates my ego. I feel like, oh my gosh, they've already discussed everything I want to say before I even say it. And so that allows me to say, I'm having a reaction. But you know what? I'm not the first person to ever read the Heart Sutra, so it's fine. So no attainment. I too was struck, the line in the Heart Sutra, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas are grounded in perfect understanding and find no obstacles in their minds. It makes it sound like once they stop trying to obtain, then there's perfect understanding and no obstacles for mind. That's like freedom, because being in my mind is suffering much of the time. But me, like all human beings, I've suffered from attainment. And, I'm going to have a better meditation schedule. I'm going to meditate perfectly. I'm going to understand the Dharma. I'm going to go from a place of lacking to a place of having. And so I think, if I am actually in that mode, I am practicing attainment, and I'm actually practicing suffering. I'm practicing dissatisfaction. So if I'm searching for something, trying to achieve something, trying to make something better, I am actually practicing dissatisfaction, and I'm like a million miles away from the mark, which I have done many times. But I've come to kind of realize that over 4 years. Understand it is a better word than realize. So if I'm practicing attainment, I think that's the same as practicing dissatisfaction or dukkha. And then, it brings up all these questions of, well, it's never good enough. So it's like, why do I lack, enlightenment? Why do I lack peace and calm? Why am I not doing better than this? And so it creates a sense of lack if I'm practicing no attainment, or if I'm practicing attainment. And it also reinforces the concept of I or me or self, because it's I that am lacking. It's me that is not attaining, etc. So it's a wonderful joy to just be able to leap clear of trying to attain things. And what happens then is I can just kind of manifest things as they are. I am sitting, I am breathing, I am looking at birds, I am working, I am cleaning the house. And even better yet, drop the I, cleaning the house, watching birds, sitting, and that's really liberating, to be free of all of the nonsense of there's something I need that I lack. And it can be in my meditation practice. It can be my view of what I hope to get, all of these things. And the last thing, I would say, in thinking and contemplating this, is that I'm thinking about like Buddha nature. How do I possibly attain Buddha nature? How can I attain something that I already have? This is a silly notion. It's like, how do I find the rabbit with horns? I'm trying to attain something that I already have. And so, when I find the right way, it's like finding my lost keys in my pocket. I'm standing on my own enlightenment. Get off of the enlightenment. stop standing on it, just manifest it. So that no attainment is what my topic was. And thank you everybody for prepping the ground for me. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. That was perfect timing, Ted.
Oh, thank you.
Any feedback for Ted? Yes, Ted.
Yes, if we can issue the certificate of enlightenment, I will issue it for him. That is a great idea. The practice of non-attachment, because as long as we attach on something, we still have the desire in that, and as long as we have a desire, we still suffering. And why should we? Usually when people start to practice, they expect that they should reach some level to go to somewhere. Just like you start the college, you want to graduate it. But it's no need if you already graduated. So for Buddhism, as soon as we practice, we're already there. As long as our mind calm and clear, we're already in Nirvana. We don't need to take the spaceship to go to Nirvana, because Nirvana is never existed anywhere in the universe. So the practice of non-attachment is very deep understanding and practice of Buddhism. Thank you. Oh, one more thing I would like to, I have to leave now because I have an appointment at 11 o'clock. So please continue. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ted. Thank you for coming.
I don't need a certificate. I'm fine. Thank you.
Fernando, bowing in. Thanks, Ted. I think sort of very appropriate to all the different talks is I find that one of the practices that has always helped me is the practice of letting go. Letting go of my expectations of myself, letting go of the kind of emotional attachments to things, to say like Tom said, to my dog, to my car, to all my children, loving them, but understanding that everything is impermanent and I'm going to have to let them go. Because when I concentrate, I try to meditate on letting go, I'm able to experience and enjoy the now more. Because that's all we have, our present moment, to be able to enjoy everything we do. Like Ted talked about, I used to hate the weekends because I have so many junk things to do, like going shopping or cleaning the yard. Now, I love doing those things because that's just the way it is. It used to get me depressed knowing that I had nothing fun to do. Everything is fun because I'm letting go of my conceptions and I'm enjoying the now.
John Barnian. I think thanks for all your talk, correct, Jeff and Ted. I think you all hit the same issue that basically the basic human nature, that when we do something, we set some expectation. And whether the expectation line up with reality or not. So practicing letting go, like Fernando says, or aimlessness against our human nature at startup might be difficult. So one of the Jeff question is that whether some of the practice method, like you do it, on a timely, on schedule, which it helps, because I think from that perspective, it establishes you a new habit that against our own, old habits. And one of the things it helps me is that believe in the karma. Whatever you do now would generate wholesome seed, whether it go sprout immediately or whether it's gonna contribute to something down the road, 5 years, next life. Believe that then whatever you do helps you to not to expect, all the effort you put in, not to expect to go right away, but it would eventually, give up good result at some point down the time later. John buying out.